make some contractions bingo cards using software called Bingo Card Printer, which you can download from bingocardprinter.com. This is the initial screen of the program. I'm going to click Create New Bingo Card Project. Now I'm given a choice of what kind of bingo card I'd like to create. I can choose simple bingo card, like a blank one, where I enter my own words, alphabet, bingo cards, numbers. I can also choose school subjects like geography or history, reading, science, music, events, which include baby showers, bridal showers, birthdays, holidays, which are Christmas, Halloween, and so forth. But in this particular case, I want to go to English, which includes general English vocabulary, English grammar, and lots of different items related to learning English, both at a school level and in an English as a second language environment. And if I scroll down, I'll find contractions. There's two options to do with contractions. There are the common contractions used in English here, and the uncontracted phrases. So, for example, if you compare, you'll notice it's got are not, the uncontracted version. There's aren't, and it'll go through all that. There's 51 entries in both templates. So I choose a particular template I want, either by double-clicking on it, or clicking on it and then clicking OK. And I've now created my initial contractions bingo card here. Now, the list of contractions are here. I can also delete items I don't want. So, for example, if I don't want let's to be on here, I can delete it. I can add additional items if I wanted to by typing them in here, and then I can customize my word list. But I'll stick to this list as it is now that I've deleted one item. I've got exactly 50 words in this particular example. It could be any number. Now, as well as the list of words, I can also customize the size and appearance of the bingo cards. I can make a smaller bingo card, such as a 3x3, 4x4, which is what I started with, 5x5, or I can create a larger one up to 7x7 bingo card here. I'll stick to 5x5 since it's fairly easy to see what's going on there. And choose whether or not to have the heading on the bingo card, and if I wanted to, I could also change the word bingo to something else. I could choose whether or not to have the special free space square in the bingo card here, middle of the bingo card, and again I could change the text of that square. I can also change the fonts and colours of the bingo card. I can actually change the colours and fonts for individual elements. So, for example, if we change the squares, we can make the squares a checkerboard of two colours. We'll have the free space as a red square, for example. The heading we'll make it to be blue with yellow writing. And the lines, I'll make them to be green, just as an example. And there's those colours selected. If I wasn't happy, I could go back and change it. I could also change the font, so I can change the font of the heading and of the squares and the free space all separately. But we'll say that I'm happy with that particular design. Now ready to print bingo cards with these contractions on it. Now, you may notice here that the bingo cards in the preview here have the words in the same list as in this, same order as in this list, but in the real bingo cards, you'll see in a moment, each bingo card contains a different arrangement and combination of the words, so that every bingo card is different. Okay, so I'm now ready to print. Here are the options relating to print on the right hand side. First option is whether or not to print a call list. That's basically this list of words on a separate sheet in a random order. It's very useful if you're using bingo cards in a classroom situation. You're the teacher, you want a printed reference to the items that you're going to call out. Now, if you don't need it, you can simply turn it off. If you want it, you can turn it on. As well as the call list, you could, of course, choose the items manually if you're the bingo caller, or there's actually an option in the software, which I'll show you at the end of the video, called Call Game, which allows you to pick items during gameplay without having to have a pre-printed list of the items. So I'll show you that as well at the end. But let's continue with printing. Second printing option here is how many bingo cards do I print on each page. I could put more than one bingo card on a page. The advantage of that, if I'm printing a large number of bingo cards, I could save paper by printing several bingo cards per page and then cutting the paper up. The disadvantage is, apart from having to cut the paper up, I also will find that each bingo card is smaller if I print 4 on a page instead of 1. So we'll stick to 1 for my demonstration. And finally, how many bingo cards do I want to print? I can put in whatever number I need here. I can put in 1, I can put in 10, I can put in 100, I can put in 1,000, I can put in any number up to 9,999. And as I say, every bingo card will contain a different combination and arrangement of items. So it's a very easy way to produce lots of customized bingo cards with very minimal amount of work. In this particular case, I'm going to say 50 for my example, but as I say, I could put in a different number. I'm now ready to do print, but I will do print preview so you can see on screen what the bingo cards look like. First page is going to be my call list. That's the list of contractions in random order. You'll notice here it's actually gone into a second column because there's so many items. If necessary, it'll obviously go onto a second page and so forth as well. But that's the first page there. Contractions bingo card. I'll zoom out a bit so you can see the whole page, and then I'll do next page so you can see the first bingo card here. There are the contractions arranged randomly on the bingo cards, and if I do next, you'll see the second bingo card is different. If I do next, the third one is different, and so on. I'll have 50 different bingo cards. Obviously, I'm not going to go through them all now, but it gives you the idea. If I close the print preview, go back to the program, I did mention that there is one other option here which you'll be interested in, which is called Game. This option is another way of calling the bingo cards instead of calling the bingo game instead of using the call list. What it does is it chooses one item at random, displays it here on the right hand side, displays the current item on the left hand side, and when I click next it will choose another item at random here, show it here, and it will show the current item and any previous items on the left hand side. So the next item is this, the next item is this, and so forth. So it's another way that you can select items if you're the bingo caller, and it does it at random. Eventually you'll see a scroll bar up here, and so on. So that's basically it for this video. It's very easy to create these Contractions bingo cards. The software is called Bingo Card Printer. You can download it from bingocardprinter.com. What you download is a free trial version, which does have some limitations, but it lets you try out the software. It does include hundreds of ready-to-use bingo card templates, and if you like it you can upgrade by registering, which gives you the full version of software, which is what you see in this video, which allows you to do everything in this video and more. And as I say, it comes with hundreds of ready-to-use bingo activities. So go to bingocardprinter.com, download it, try out the software. It works on all recent Windows versions. Thank you very much.